the seed of Chucky, and of course, I get finished my Child's Play franchise review. I know a lot of people requested me to do a lot of horror movie reviews, so let me take this additional. Um, but it usually is just all about time, and I was fortunate to review some of them so far, like Wishmaster, Critters, for example, and Wes Carpenter and Wes Craven's Vampire series, for example. But meanwhile, this is the final review of Seed of Chucky. Let me show you the DVD version I got. I actually brought the unrated and extended version of the movie, and you know me, I will buy this, even though I got 5 for the collection, which is like not the unrated version. Um, after seeing Seed and Bride of Chucky for a second time around, Seed of Chucky was okay. It wasn't bad as I thought it was, but still, it was so much. I feel like the comedy elements kind of like weakened it for me a little bit, but nonetheless, it was kind of enjoyable because the theme of Seed of Chucky, Bride of Chucky was pretty much the Romeo Juliet, Body of Clyde, Bride of Frankenstein type of story in a way. Now we got Seed of Chucky. We saw the end of part 4. The Jennifer Tilly doll gets pregnant, and now it shows you what happened to the doll. It kind of grows up a little bit. The doll became like a circus freak, but the doll was nothing like nowhere near as the mom and dad. The doll did not have a killer mentality. It was more like it was educational. It was British. The doll was fucking British, and then the doll ended up having nightmares about thoughts of killing and stuff, and wondering why. And one day he saw a TV show about the two dolls, about the Chucky doll and the female doll, and it has like a symbol they made in Japan on the behind the wrist, similar to the Chucky doll. So the doll looked at that, and I guess the doll figures out this is my mother and father. So he was able to escape from the guy, the master that owns him, in the Sex Freak show. Made his escape, goes from England to Hollywood, and then he saw these two robot dolls, and he decided to perform the spell, the Dabala spell, kind of like, not a Dabala spell, I think some kind of spell to make the doll come alive, and the doll, that's how the doll was awakened, and Chucky and the female Jennifer Tilly doll was wondering, like, what the hell is going on? And then later on they realized, just a few moments ago, just realized that this doll that brought them back to life is their son. And then, of course, the Jennifer Tilly doll wanted to be the mother figure, trying to live a straight narrow life, trying to. So the real Jennifer Tilly. Of course, this time we got Jennifer Tilly in this movie who interacts with the doll. Jennifer Tilly supposed to be like playing herself, and she wanted to get this part, and Redman is a director in, and she wanted to be like the Virgin Mary. So the 3 dolls end up following her to her home, to staying at her house, and Jennifer Tilly's character did not know. Jennifer Tilly playing herself did not know it. Let me say, the best way to describe Seed of Chucky, it felt like a spoof on itself, on the Child's Play franchise, a spoof on Hollywood, as the characters spoofed themselves. They spoofed some like Psycho movie, a little bit like Psycho. You'll see a spoof on that. They also spoofed Britney Spears in this movie a little bit. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a horror comedy spoof, but then while a lot of people hate about this movie also, I guess they would probably say Seed of Chucky was like, you know what, it's Child's Play, it's supposed to be serious, not supposed to be comical in the first place. But you know what, I agree with those people too, but then at the back of my mind, I would never consider it as a true sequel to the Child's Play franchise, but I was consider maybe like a side part of the Child's Play franchise. To me, that's what I would consider it now. 4 and 5, to me, it's just nothing but a side story, like another alternate universe of the Child's Play franchise. Fuck it, that's what I'm gonna think of it as. Like Ultimate Spider-Man and shit like that. And like the new 52 DC, that's what I'm gonna think of Seed of Chucky is now, and Bride of Chucky too. But besides that, Seed of Chucky, let's fast forward it. So Jennifer Tilly doesn't want to get pregnant again. She wants to have a child. So they conspire this plot, having Jennifer Tilly get pregnant by Chucky when he put his sperm in the cup, and while Chucky and the mother end up killing people because it act close to the Jennifer Tilly, or who they're trying to intervene in their plan. They pretty much kill them, like John Walters. He was a paparazzi. He started nosing around, and Chucky took his son, said, "Hey, come on, we're gonna go have a boys' night out," and accidentally the son kind of like kill John Walter's character, but it was just by accident, pretty much, you know. And the kill scenes were pretty good. I did enjoy the kill scenes though, and also the theme is how John Fertilli's character, the evil John Fertilli doll, I mean, wants to like the son. He confessed that he doesn't want to be a killer. It's not him. It's not his nature. And Chucky and the evil John Fertilli doll start acting like a mother and father to their son. And it was just funny how that concept comes about. And like I said, the Joker Chill's cat's trying to live a now life, trying not to kill, but then she ends up killing anyway. As the movie progressed, they decided to tie up Jennifer Tilly's character as to fast forward the story. She gave birth to two twins, one boy, one girl, and then Chucky ready to perform the ball spell, and of course we have conflict again, a comical conflict again, just like Bride of Chucky, another comical conflict. See Chucky as usual, as Jennifer Tilly and Chucky said he gets tired of this shit. He's tired of hearing all that. He said I'd rather be a doll than a human. They start having conflict. The cops comes in, and it's just I don't want to ruin too much, but it's just that you get your ending when Jennifer Tilly's character, like, she's in the hospital now after the situation, seeing people dying around her and giving birth. She wants a baby. The evil Jennifer Tilly doll want to do the ball spell on the real Jennifer Tilly to make a switch. You have to see the Chucky doll, the son of Chucky, who was like evil before that scene, killing one of the what you call those people, but like, oh god, people that always hangs out with the celebrity. Let's call her Gopher Joan. She's a gopher. Let's put it like that. He started killing with a blowtorch with fire, and Chicky actually thought it was the evil John Fertilli doll, but it was really the son dressed as a woman. He became really crazy, and then he realized that this isn't me. But fast forward to that scene, back to the hospital scene towards the end. Um, Chucky killed his woman, the evil Tilly doll, and the son got mad. He started doing karate on his father, the evil Chucky, doing martial arts. Yeah, that's what he get. I mean, it already got stupid since the beginning of this fucking movie, but then you get, like I said, you got to take this as a horror comedy spoof, black comedy, spoofing on itself. But while the son defeated Chucky, you fast forward the story, twist ending pretty much the Jennifer Tilly doll finally actually transferred her soul to the human Jennifer Tilly. She became her, and she has the baby, the female baby, grows to a little girl, and she's to have like as the Spanish housekeeper Satan Jennifer Tilly, she has like immortality pretty much, and the Jennifer Tilly kills the housekeeper pretty much, and then you got Glenn who becomes a human being, he becomes a boy, but he still has his eye twitching, he's still peeing his pants when he got this little gift of a part of Chucky, and then spoilers, of course, that the Chucky head actually was choking on his son. Um, all in all, like I said, at first I didn't like it, but then seeing it a second time around, like I said, I'm gonna put this my mindset is to saying that this is an alternate universe. Like I said, I've said it hundreds of times. I'm considering this movie to be a spoof on itself and horror comedy. I'm gonna leave that separate. But I did enjoy the kill scenes. I enjoy a lot of special features in this version of the disc, by the way. So let me show it to you closer. This does not come with no collection. You have to get it separate. So yeah, hopefully I think it's cheap now though. But hopefully the new Blu-ray release will combine all those special features. So we'll see. If it doesn't have much special features in the Blu-ray release coming up this fall, you know what? I might cancel my pre-order and just be happy with the DVDs I got. Anyway, besides that, peace guys, and see you later.